Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan and this is my reaction to Mr. Tyler1 playing on Bnet, Warcraft 3. So if you don't know, Mr. Tyler1, a huge League of Legends streamer, is interested into playing Warcraft 3 and he was practicing versus AI and he actually decided to play multiplayer Warcraft 3, so versus other players, when he beats the hardest AI. And this AI is not really hard to beat, but he got some practice, and after a few tries he got it. And to celebrate this moment he went to Bnet. He played a few games. He plays playing Orc, Blade Master Mirror Image Headhunter build, and this game was epic. I was watching this game on stream and now I decided to do a little bit of a recap of this game to basically explain you what is cool with Mr. Tyler1 gameplay and what kind of mistakes he's doing, and I will try to make it like a friendly to a League of Legends players, I guess, that would like to see also how Mr. Tyler1 is doing. So ladies and gentlemen, the start of the game he has like under control. He's making right buildings and right units, but the problem is that he is basically he remembers only the start of the game and later he's going to forget some important things. So as we can see, he's making his hero in this altar of storms. As you can see, there are some thunders behind this statue, so he's going to produce his hero. And in Warcraft 3, of course, you creep your hero to high levels and you do it efficiently with support of other units. So Mr. Tyler1 has the start in under control. It's a very nice start. Now the problem is that he said this on stream, he doesn't know Warcraft 3 maps. For example, the map that we are playing now, it's called Hammerfall. It's a beautiful map. It's full of monsters called Makruras. It's my favorite crypt in Warcraft 3. It looks like this, okay, look at this beautiful face. But yes, he doesn't know what to clip exactly, but he's going to clip small camps first that are marked by a green dot on the minimap. And yes, let's see if he knows okay, so this burrow position is too far away. Burrows are very fragile, you don't want to have them there. And as we can see, when you play Blade Master Mirror Image, we need to remember that when we use Mirror Image ability, the Mirror Image, so this more blue looking Blade Master, is going to have the same HP as our original Blade Master. And we want to keep our main Blade Master healthy as long as we can. So for example, now he should split his Blade Master again into Mirror Image, and he's not doing this. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are not a Warcraft 3 player, maybe it looks normal for you, but he's not taking. At this moment, he should be upgrading his main building, as Orc is very important to tier 2, we call it. So upgrade it once, basically, from tier 1 to tier 2. And now Mr. Tyler1 is actually making a big mistake, because on tier 2 we can unlock so many cool features. And yes, he doesn't know how strong the camps are, so he's trying to check out the camps by looking at them. And yes, this monster in the middle is called Makrura, and I love Makruras, ladies and gentlemen. They are very magnificent. So as we can see on the top right, there are his resources. Taking to tier 3 costs around 300 gold and 200 lumber, and he's still not doing it. So it's not because he can't, it's because he doesn't know how important is it. And look, ladies and gentlemen, this creeping is not very efficient. His headhunter is about to die to the Grande Makrura. He doesn't know how to manipulate creeps. In Warcraft 3 there is a lot of ways how you can manipulate creep to make creeping easier, and also his second spell option is not that great, ladies and gentlemen. He should definitely go for not for the Windwalk, because when you play Blade Master Mirror Image, the entire idea is we creep our Blade Master, so we kill a lot of those monsters to get levels, to get experience, and to get items. And because of those items, our Blade Master is going to be stronger, and he could use the crit ability that basically gives us a chance to attack for a double, triple, or even quadruple the amount of damage that we have on our Blade Master, and damage is increased by items. So he's going to get the items, but he's not really using the correct ability. Windwalk is good to basically you go invisible and you move a little bit faster, but yes, it's like defensive ability, or you want to steal creeping from the opponent. So yes, this is like walk after your opponent and just keep eye on him to not let him creep easily. So again, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, good luck, have fun from. So Mr. Bogos actually is an opponent on a similar MMR to Mr. Tyler1. So shout out to BNet Matchmaking that basically it was possible to find opponent on Mr. Tyler1 level after few placement games. And yes, as we can see, Tyler1 is accumulating a lot of units, but again, he's stacking now, but it's too late. He should stack on 21 supply and he was stacking on 30. So this is the biggest problem I can see. As we can see, he knows how to use the Goblin shop. It's Voodoo Lounge, this small shop, and he's buying items, he's reading descriptions, because yes, he's a new player. He doesn't remember, I don't know, it's like 100, but it's probably like 100 of items in Warcraft 3. I remember them all, and most of Warcraft 3 players remember them all, but yes, he does not. So this is not a big deal. I like that he's creeping, and yes, with Blade Master Mirror Image we can just creep, because our build is good also in the late game, right? We are not afraid that opponent is going to do something like expand and so on, because we can still win. Okay, Mr. Tyler1 did some miss micro and he moved his peons, even though he didn't want, but it's still fine. And now he's going for a crit, which makes no sense, because he has this like in Warcraft 3, if you are on level 3 hero, it's very good, because you can put 2 skill points in one spell. Because you can put 2 skill points in one spell only if you are on level 3, and you can put 3 skill points to one single skill when you are on level 5, okay? So, for example, on this level 3, he could add another mirror image. So he would have one more mirror image, and it's very good, because you know our items are even more efficient. And ladies and gentlemen, now Mr. Tyler is not creeping. That's the biggest problem. In Diablo 3 we used to say that a floor is lava. So in Warcraft 3 maybe like staying and not creeping is lava. We don't want to be in this situation, and he's meeting his opponent for the first time. His opponent is playing Night Elf, and you may say, Saul, he has double hero. Not really. This low HP hero is an illusion that he just basically created with a consumable item. By the way, Mr. Tyler1 have found the Wand of Illusion as well. So he has mirror images and he has Wand of Illusion, and now actually he understands what this item does. But the problem is, look, he has no much healing on his Blade Master. You need to pull back. You need to pull back. Look, we are fighting versus Night Elf while we don't need to, before Shadow Hunter, before healing. And Mr. Tyler1 lost his expansion, ladies and gentlemen. Lost his hero, and is not a good thing. And why I said about the expansion? Because I see that he's actually making one. So we have tier 2 now. We should be happy making our second hero, but no. We are waiting for our main hero to come back. So that was also a pretty low move by Mr. Tyler1. And as we can see, ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's not the end of the world. The opponent didn't kill all of our units, and we have this expansion coming for us. But what Mr. Tyler1 can do now, he's adding Tauren Totem. Is Tauren Totem good versus Night Elf? If we think that Night Elf is going to play a lot of bears, so Druid of the Claw, actually Spirit Walkers with AoE Dispel are pretty good versus them, so this is a nice idea. So in this unit composition, we can go for Bestiary as well to add one Kodo Beast, or we can go tier 3 to add Orb of Lightning. So it's a very powerful orb that we can buy for gold and give to the Blade Master, so he can attack air unit, because Blade Master is only a melee hero. He doesn't attack air, but with orb every hero can attack air. And also we can get Berserker upgrades, so we can basically transmute all of our headhunters, so those piercing units that we have with our Blade Master, into a little bit stronger units, and it's very worth it, and it's very useful. But yes, now the problem is, again, I said the town is lava, floor is lava, but he's just staying AFK and his opponent is probably creeping, so losing hero like that is bad, but also not reviving hero on level 3 via Tavern. Tavern is like a structure, usually in the middle of the map, where for extra cost you can just revive your hero faster. And ladies and gentlemen, the Blade Master is Demon Hunter is here, so the blue hero, and he's trying to attack Mr. Tyler1 Blade Master, and Tyler1 is losing this fight again, but he's close to his base, so he has defender advantage, and he can buy healing potion, but so far he's not doing it. And remember, you can have very strong Blade Master, but when he's at red HP, you can't really fight it, so I would recommend to buy the healing potion. But ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, both players are only hero focusing their heroes, and because of that, ladies and gentlemen, we have so far so good fight for Mr. Tyler1. He's not losing, he's able to keep his expansion, which is very important, because, you know, it gives him hope. In general, you want to expand versus Night Elf, yes, but it was pretty early for Warcraft standards. But this particular Night Elf wasn't able to punish Mr. Tyler1. So good news, we have the expansion done, and now we need to make a full saturation. So we need 5 workers at this expansion, and Mr. Tyler1 is actually going tier 3. This is very greedy. Usually when you expand in this matchup, you stay on tier 2. But okay, that's a small problem. He's using heal salves to get some additional HP. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he is going to creep a little bit bigger camp. But, you know, his opponent can anticipate that. Let's see how good is... because there was like this Fairy Fire ability that gives vision. It expired by not long time ago, so Night Elf should have an idea where Mr. Tyler1 is. And also is a pretty logic conclusion that he's in the middle or on the top right, because this is where his expansion is. It's nearby, right? And he wants to keep his expansion, you know, under his protection. Now Mr. Tyler1 is thinking about the units, what he can do, and actually versus what opponent has, I think he's doing quite nicely. And look, he even understands what the Shredder is. So if you don't know, there is structures on the map called Goblin Laboratories, and you can buy them 3 different units and 1 service, let's say. And one of those units is called Shredder, and he can get a lot of lumber quickly. And when we need a lot of lumber, when we are on expansion, so we have additional base, and because of that, you know, we will have problems with spending our gold if lumber is low, so that's why I like his decision. Tier 3 is online, so as we can see on this bottom row in our Voodoo Lounge, in our shop is appearing, and we can buy Orb of Lightning with 1700 gold. It should be a no-brainer, it should be a very, very quick buy by Mr. Tyler1. But, you know, he doesn't recognize that, and he's now breaking his supply. What do I mean by that? As we can see on the top right, there is a food count, and now it says that we are in the low upkeep. What does it mean? That when we are above 50 supplies, so we have 51 until actually 80, then we are playing a low upkeep, so our gold extraction is limited by 30%, so we only get 70% of gold to us. And it's basically a game mechanic that protects Warcraft 3 for being too simple, because if there will be no upkeep, everybody will just spamming supply. And now Mr. Tyler is like, he should make more army, but for some reason he's not spending his gold and lumber. Look at this, he's very rich. Floating 2000 gold is very rare in like professional games. In some weird situation it can happen, for example, human versus undead, when a human is banking like 2500 gold when human goes Gryphons, but it's another story. So Mr. Tyler1 is upgrading his Taurens. I heard that you only upgrade armor upgrade for Taurens, because the main damage source is from the ability ability Pulverize. And again, I don't like that. 2 things: we don't have Troll Berserker, so we don't have these upgrades to transmute all of our headhunters into better fighting units, and we don't have Orb of Lightning, and this is problematic. And ladies and gentlemen, the opponent has Chimera, this tier 3 unit. It's very similar for what Mr. Mr. Tyler1 has, because he has a few Tauren Chieftains, and he has a few, you know, flying those tier 1 piercing units, so it's like basically archers and chimeras. And look, the blue Night Elf micro is not perfect. He had his Demon Hunter a little bit in the back, but now Imbo Hunter is in front, and he is draining mana from the Blade Master. So this Blade Master needs to be healthy, but remember that he has big invul potion, this red consumable item with 1 charge, and he will survive most likely. Of course, they are a new player, Mr. Tyler1, so he can make micro mistakes. We will see about that. But so far, so good. He's winning this. So far, so good, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going that bad. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. Okay, he's going in. So, Shadow Hunter got level 3. It's amazing because we have greater healing wave. And yes, he still can survive. And I think we have double potion. But that was dangerous. Okay, Demon Hunter actually had protection. He had invul potion. But look at this. Shadow Hunter is keeping us alive. By the way, comment about the opponent Nidelf. He doesn't have second hero. Can you believe it? There is no second hero, ladies and gentlemen, and because of that, as you can hear, as you can see, Mr. Tyler, it looks like he's winning. Is he going to win this? Let's see. His Blade Master is in okay shape. He can be healed, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure, ladies and gentlemen, about that. Let's see. So we are pushing now into the opponent base, which is bad. Why? Because we have 2000 gold still to spend. We don't have the best upgrades that we need. We don't have this spell, as we can see, because those 2 towers are under a spell, enemy spell, that puts them into air. It's called Cyclone for a long time. Also, we are fighting in the Nidelf base, and Nidelf can feel very free in his base. And ladies and gentlemen, Shadow Hunter was trying to heal himself, but a little bit too late. This is what happens sometimes when you cast a healing wave too late. It's going to, you know, animation is going to throw you, but you will still die because there was some delay. And ladies and gentlemen, I think Mr. Tyler1 needs to go back, but good news, he's reach. But can he? No, please don't lose another hero. He doesn't have mana for anything. He's just pulling back. He's losing too many units. He shouldn't fight with that. And his opponent is playing solo Demon Hunter. And first thing first, playing solo Demon Hunter never ever happens on higher MMR games. Demon Hunter always needs some support, but maybe if Mr. Tyler1 is going to lose that many units, Demon Hunter will get experience and he will get the ultimate. And let me tell you, this ultimate can be pretty game changing. Mr. Tyler1 is queuing Demolishers, which is like, Demolishers are okay versus Talons, but remember there is big Chimera in the air. So myself, I would play Headhunters in the Berserker form, and versus this, I don't know, maybe Shamans? I would play Shamans and Bloodlust, because our opponent doesn't have any dispel, but it's a pretty weird game anyway. And I like Headhunters in big numbers versus this, because you know, they are good versus Talons. And yes, Demolishers are not that great. Demolishers are good versus casters, so versus Talons are okay, but Chimeras are just going to fry them, because of this armor and attack types that are also a part of this sophisticated Warcraft 3 game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what now? Tyler1 is just waiting, he's not creeping much. You know, there is a lot of red camps open, but he, you know, spending his time buying items, which is fine. His Blade Master is on level 5, so he's a pretty strong Blade Master, as Nidelf is around the corner, ready to fight. Okay, so they're both waiting for a big fight. And yes, Mr. Tyler1, you need to spend your gold somehow. And now we have 2 on gold for a moment. Mr. Tyler, you need to fix this. His expansion is actually not operational fully. This is a big mistake. And imagine how much gold we could have if he would have, you know, a very operational expansion. Shadow Hunter is not blocked. That's very good. Okay, Blade Master dropped items for the Shadow Hunter, and yes, staying AFK like that is not good, but it's a result of Mr. Tyler1 not really understanding, you know, the items, not really knowing the maps. With this composition, we should go for a third hero, probably TC, Tauren Chieftain, and we should be on the bottom left of the map creeping, and if opponent would attack us, then we would just teleport into this expansion really quickly. Okay, as we can see, the opponent probably grabbed the turtles. We have 2 very dangerous chimeras in front. And ladies and gentlemen, let's see how this fight will go for Mr. Tyler1. His Blade Master is in the back. Okay, so it's not great, but now he's connecting. This one Demolisher has a hard job. There is not that many Talons. Demon Hunter is actually forced back, but he got level 6. And let me tell you, level 6 Demon Hunter is very, very, very strong. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. But the good news for Tyler1 fans, you know, he has Blade Master on level 5, he's rich, 1500 gold. He's now fixing his gold extraction. And the only problem is that if I'm being honest, the unit composition is not that optimal. We don't want to mass Taurens versus Chimeras because Taurens can't attack air, and they die very quickly because of heavy armor versus magic damage. And yes, we are staying AFK. We don't like this. We need to creep, and even if you have level 5, because in Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne, and Frozen Throne is basically Reforge, you really you know, don't like to soak experience with level 5 heroes, you know, because they can't get any experience. It's blocked from creeps. You can only get it from killing enemy units. But yes, when you have 2 heroes, you can just pull hero on level 5 away and creep your level 3 hero to be level 5 hero as well, and get ready for a big fight. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, again, Mr. Tyler1 is wasting some time. And is he ready now? He's chasing running back, and Demon Hunter is going after him. And remember, this Demon Hunter can use the Metamorphosis as a pretty good ultimate. In Warcraft 3, heroes have 4 spells, 3 of them is like very common, and 1 of them only unlocks on level 6. And this is what we call ultimate. And this Demon Hunter is getting ready to transmute Metamorphosis. This guy is big. We call him Superman. Look at him, he's so strong. This Demon Hunter is attacking very, very well. But wait a moment, both players are trading well as well. A Blade Master of Mr. Tyler1 is in a good health, and with the Orb of Lightning, he can attack Chimeras. So look at this, both players with very, very heavy losses. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tyler1 has so many resources. He's not making any units, and this is a problem. What about Shadow Hunter? Shadow Hunter goes down. Okay, suddenly this looks pretty bad. And level 6 for Mr. Tyler1. He unlocked as well, and look at this supply, 7 HP. He had 7 HP on his Blade Master. All of those arrows from archers were after him, and he survived with 7 HP. Great control. Mr. Tyler1 is this very strong League of Legends player. Here, and ladies and gentlemen, Nidelf now can't be stopped. Nidelf can't be stopped. Our expansion is dying, but Mr. Tyler1 was very rich. He's queuing a lot of units. He's waiting for his Shadow Hunter, you know. And yes, this fight was just bad, but maybe Ultimate is going to carry us. Let's see about that. So we have Ultimate War. Remember, there is a pretty long cooldown between those ultimates, so we are not going to see the Superman Imba Hunter soon, but we are going to see Blade Storm, this like AoE ability of the Blade Master that he just spins around and deals a lot of damage. Is pretty good versus low HP, both units and buildings, but he's waiting patiently for his Shadow Hunter. And Mr. Tyler1 said that basically he's keeping peons in burrows because his main base is empty. In Warcraft 3 you get gold from gold mines, but you know, they are not infinite, and basically gold mines usually last for like 15 to 20 minutes, depends on the map and depends on the early game Haras, of course. And yes, so basically Mr. Tyler1 is not getting any gold, and he's just waiting to make his final army and to push. He's adding 1-2 units. He will have the ultimate ready. He's waiting for the Shadow Hunter. And you may say, Saul, what should optimal player do here? Optimal player should just, you know, not make those many units and should just expand with the power of Tiny Great Hall. Tiny Great Hall is orc specific item in orc shop. You need tier 3 to get this item, and you just plant expansion from the item, and it's like instant expansion. It's worth it, even though it's 600 gold for this item. I did math, I did every single calculation. Let me tell you, it's very, very, very worth it. Shadow Hunter is finally out. I don't know if Mr. Tyler1 is recognizing that, yes, it's his time to act. Remember that his opponent is Nidelf, so Nidelf actually mains, so it's called Tree of Eternity. it can walk, right? You can uproot it. But ladies and gentlemen, we don't need to push into Nidelf because Nidelf is here. And okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think Mr. Tyler1 is waiting for this beautiful, beautiful Blade Storm ability. So far, he's pulling back his Blade Master. Better safe than sorry. And Nidelf is just waiting close to the hour base 65 supply for Mr. Orc. And ladies and gentlemen, how good this ultimate is going to be. Oh my god, look at this, all of this AoE damage. These archers are melting. Archers are not good in the late game for this reason. And he's trying to kill the Demon Hunter, but Demon Hunter teleports out and there was Hex possibility. There was Hex possibility. So Shadow Hunter has this like frog ability. So enemy hero can't use spells. And look at this. Mr. Tyler1 is chasing, he's so focused, he's getting ready for this big fight, and he's kinda winning now, but the problem is his opponent can't just remake units, right? Because his opponent is most likely mining, and probably even from 2 bases, because he was able to walk his base into one expansion, and the second one he probably had from the early game. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, this is not the main base, this is just an expansion, and it's fortified. There are some towers here, and Mr. Tyler1 is waiting for a better moment. But remember, cooldown on the Imba Hunter ultimate, Metamorphosis, the Superman is also probably off. And yes, he's morphing and he's in front, but Mr. Tyler1 is now thinking about killing the Demon Hunter. Let's see, can he succeed? Nidelf is not making the good unit composition, and by good I mean bears. And actually Nidelf had Book of GG to summon 3 skeleton archers and skeleton warriors, so it's also additional army for the Nidelf. But look, Nidelf is going to hide close to the towers. Of course we have Moonwells, so late game exchanges are going into Mr. Nidelf direction. But what also is funny for me, that Demon Hunter is playing, I mean the Nidelf player is playing solo Demon Hunter, which is pretty rare. It's like he really likes this ultimate. And okay, ladies and gentlemen, look, this expansion wasn't killed, it was just basically mined out. And yes, I think there is still expansion on the top right, but it tells us a lot why this Nidelf can remake units. And okay, it was a kill. I think it was a kill, but look at this. This Demon Hunter is coming back. Why is he dead, Imba? No, he had a consumable item called Ankh, and because of Ankh, when hero dies, he will come back to life, but Ankh will be destroyed, right? Because it's a consumable item. So ladies and gentlemen, the Demon Hunter on level 8 is such a strong Demon Hunter, is still in the game, and the problem is that Mr. Tyler1, he doesn't have that many units. That's an issue, and he can't remake them. He decided to not expand. Imagine if you had a running expansion, he could get more of these beautiful headhunters, of Taurens. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, I think that Nidelf is rich, and the problem is that we need to push into the Nidelf bear base, and Nidelf has those, you know, Moonwells, so we can heal his Demon Hunter. As we can see, Demon Hunter is running back. And okay, those archers are exposed. Okay, so that gives me hope. Level 5 on the Shadow Hunter, but look at this, there is Chimera. There is Chimera in the air, and this Chimera was just made with all of this gold that Nidelf was able to accumulate. Mr. Tyler1 without any income, 27 supply for him. He's still trying to push this. Mr. Bogos is losing 1 archer for free, that's okay. And yes, pushing into the Nidelf base is not that easy when they have all of those ancients, so those buildings that can attack. In front is a very good defensive structure, and look at this. Mr. Nidelf is chasing, he's burning the mana, and as we can see, ladies and gentlemen, the Shadow Hunter has no more mana. And look at this, we have a Cyclone used on one of the Kodo beasts, and maybe the Kodo beast is not coming home tonight. Let me tell you, some bad things are going to happen here. Okay, Mr. Tyler1 is like, okay, I have all of those workers, maybe I'd like to expand, but I can't really afford this because I wasn't that good with my money. So because of that, he's going what we call long distance mining, right? So this gold mine is pretty far away from our base. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's not going to get a lot of gold because of it. This army is so fragile, so low HP. We need to heal it with 1 remaining charge of healing solve, but maybe he'll sell some item, and I don't know what is going to be the item management here. Okay, he's just waiting, but the problem is, yes, the Night Elf is here, so no more long distance mining. Look at all of those Bruce army, and ladies and gentlemen, our ultimate is done, and mana burn. Okay, there is no ultimate from Mr. Orc, sorry to hear that. And can he buy, for example, mana potion and still try the ultimate? We'll see about that. He's still selling items to get the mana potion. He sold everything. Okay, he bought mana potion on a different hero. Okay, is he going to pass the mana potion? Yes, he's passing. Item is on the ground. Blade Master is blocked. He surrounded his own Blade Master with the peon, but he figured out it quickly. And he's using mana potion, but mana burn hits in the perfect moment. And Mr. Tyler1 is like, oh my god, this demon hunter has this skill mana burn. It's basically disabling casting spells from heroes because they are always on empty mana. And yes, Night Elf is not going anywhere. This demon hunter is morphing, and ladies and gentlemen, I think GG is going to be called soon. There is no income, there is no additional gold. The Blade Master is on low HP, and yes, demon hunter is on level 9, ladies and gentlemen, killing this. And Mr. Tyler1 says GG, but it was a beautiful game. One comment from me: I'm very happy to see him playing Warcraft 3, to giving Warcraft 3 a chance, and that was my explanation what was his style. And yes, he's a pretty new player, you know, he's definitely like not even top 50 players just yet, but I think he's improving very quickly, and I hope that he will have this mindset to basically not really stay in this state with making mistakes. I hope that he's going to remove the mistakes and he will play much better Warcraft. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had fun. Consider subbing to the YouTube channel for more content like that. Shout out to Mr. Tyler1 for providing Warcraft free content. Thank you for that, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.